Ugly Mexican Conor McGregor vs Nate Diaz, UFC 202. I've prepared for a tall, lanky, ugly Mexican southpaw, says Irishman ahead of rematch. McGregor was surprisingly beaten in 2 rounds when the pair met in March. Conor McGregor is confident he will not lose his rematch with Nate Diaz, as he has prepared specifically for a tall, lanky, ugly Mexican southpaw. The Irishman surprisingly lost in 2 rounds to the much bigger Diaz at UFC 196 in March, but will face off against Diaz again on the 20th of August at UFC 202. Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor square up during a pre-fight press conference for UFC 202. Diaz surprisingly beat McGregor at UFC 196. Diaz only took the fight at 10 days' notice but still managed to beat the promotion's poster boy, who was fighting around 20 pounds above his usual weight. Speaking at a pre-fight press conference in Las Vegas, McGregor promised to be more prepared. He said, "I'll come in correct, sharp and take this man out. I've simply prepared more specific. I usually don't prepare for a specific opponent. Everyone I face pulls out. Last-minute pullouts are a staple in my career. Last time, I didn't even fight a southpaw. This time I'm preparing for a tall, lanky, ugly Mexican southpaw. I'm going to go in and do what I always do, go in and press forward. I'm a lot more prepared for the size, weight, distance. I underestimated his durability. I will not make the same mistake again." McGregor was earlier questioned about the decision to again face Diaz at 170 pounds, rather than his usual weight of 140 pounds. He said, "What kind of fighter would I be if I lost a contest?" and then said, "Well, I'll cut a load of weight and get you next time. It makes a lot of sense to do it at 170. To right the wrong." Diaz's response was typically curt. The popular Irishman promised to be better prepared for this fight in a fractured press conference where both fighters and UFC President Dana White struggled to hear questions. McGregor hinted that the pair could even meet for a 3rd time. "I'm going to beat him. I think we could see a trilogy. It was a great fight last time. I really enjoyed it." With John "Bones" Jones off the bill for UFC 200 after testing positive for drugs, the pair were asked whether there was any chance they could bring the fight forward. McGregor received a huge roar of approval when he said, "I'm here, I'm ready. All they have to do is ask. Yeah, I'm training to fight him."